Okay, so I am going to put together, I'm going to be doing a dragon tumbler, more of like a reptile tumbler. I don't want it to be so much a dragon, but I'm going to take you through a little bit of the step-by-step process. So I have a glass dome eye, and you can actually order a bag of these off of Amazon. But this is the one I have here. I don't know if you can see it. I have baked clay because I'm going to be baking it in the oven before I stick it on the tumbler. And this is just Sculpey Bake Shop oven baked clay. And you can order whatever color you would like, but as far as the white goes, you're able to paint it any color that you would like. So I have baked clay. I have an extractor, which is going to help me. I have a little doodad right here on the end, and I'll show you what it does. But I put clay inside of it and I twist it, and clay will come out of the bottom of it the shape that I want. I have this fun little tool just to roll out the clay if I need a little bit of help if I can't do it. And then I have a couple different little cutting molds, almost like little cookie cutters, I guess you could say. You could get these at Hobby Lobby. You can get them offline on Amazon. You can get them pretty much anywhere. They're little cutters, and they're usually used for like cakes and stuff like that. But I'm gonna use it for the clay, for the tumbler. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I'll go ahead and grab two of these little blocks, and I'm gonna go ahead and mold the clay. It's a little bit hard right now, so you want to play with it and really get it like putty, really soften it up, warm it up. Now you want it thin, but not super thin to where it falls apart while you start to do it. I have parchment paper underneath this. That way I can easily pick it up when I'm done with it, so it doesn't get stuck to whatever surface I'm working on. Okay, so what I am going to do is first I'm going to cut out a round piece, and this is going to be the base. This is going to be what the eye sits on. So you don't have to worry too much. I know when you touch it, your fingerprints are going to be all over it and whatnot, but the very end product, when you're done, the epoxy and everything, we'll wipe it with alcohol and we'll put the epoxy over it and it'll shine it right up. So I'm going to put the eye right on the center here, kind of press it down so it sticks. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to make eyelids. So using this circle cookie cutter, make sure you can see, using the circle cookie cutter, I'm only going to cut into the clay halfways, so it's going to make like a moon shape. So let's see. I'm going to do one, and then I'm going to do one more. And this is kind of preference. I mean, you make the eyelids as big as you want, as little as you want, whatever you would like. So we have the eye right here. And I don't want it to completely cover the eye, but I do want it to hold it in. So we're almost gonna make like a little pocket. So I'm gonna get the very, very bottom of this, and I'm gonna press it in. Then I have the upper eyelid, and I'm gonna do the same thing. I don't wanna completely cover it because I want to see the eye. I do want to really see it, but I do want it to hold it, so I'm going to lightly press it so that I'm not making crazy finger marks on it. Lightly press it. And that is our eye with our eyelid. I don't know if you can see that. Okay. Might bring you down a little bit so you guys can see this a little bit better. Let's see. Okay. Hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing. I want you to be able to see the eye. Okay. So here is the eye. And like I said, I'm working on parchment paper so that it easily peels off when we're done with it. Okay, so I'm going to continue working with this clay. Warm up the clay really good. Once you start playing with the clay, it warms up and it's really easy to work with. It's hard at first, but don't worry. You just kind of mash it between your hands and really play with it, and it starts to get. Okay, let's try this again. That was not as big as I would like it to be. I want the base to be a little bit bigger because I want more scales on it. Okay, so I'm gonna roll it out. Many of you probably don't know, but my dream job, what I wanted to do when I was younger, this is like totally my type of tumbler, by the way, but what I wanted to do when I was younger, my dream job was to work in Hollywood and do special effects makeup. Many of you don't know this because I own a bow business for my daughter, but those were dreams that I had after I had her. Before kids, I wanted to work with special effects makeup. I'm very, very good at creating masks and blood and gore and reptiles and all kinds of things like that. Movie stuff, things that you would see in sci-fi or in Godzilla or... Now I can't take credit for this tutorial. I did see it somewhere, so I'm just kind of sharing the information as we go. I like to share new methods and things that I find out as I go along so that you guys can see what really goes into it. Okay, so now we're gonna put the eye in the center. A little tool right here, and I'm gonna kind of flatten this out so the clay doesn't lose its shape from my fingers pressing on it. Okay, so there we have it. This is the base. So now the fun part. Let's see. I'm gonna mold some of this, and I'm gonna stick it in this little extractor right here. This comes with a bunch of different shaped pieces, but as you turn it, it comes out whatever shape that you put in here. Okay, so there's that. a little squeaky. Okay, so I am just going to roll this up and drop it in the extractor. Put the top on. Squeaky. Okay, and what we're gonna do is we are going to turn this, and it is essentially gonna push the clay down and come out whatever shape we made. So let's keep turning, 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 turning. Give it a second to really get them. Okay, here we go. Okay, so I am going to twist, and this is gonna come out this fun little tube shape. Keep twisting, 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 twisting. Until we are at the bottom, which I believe we are. Okay, we're done with that. And what this is gonna do is it is going to create part of the eyelid, depth to the eyelid. So we're gonna start here. It's pretty long, so we're gonna work with it. I'll cut off whatever excess we don't need. So I'm gonna start here, attach this to the very corner. Okay, and we're gonna mold it around the eye. Okay, and I kind of want it at a point. Okay, we're just gonna continue, and we're gonna go around. And we'll see how many we want to do. Let's see. I think that should be good. Actually, I kind of 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So we're gonna stop right here. Let's do 3 rows. So it's just a tiny bit long, not even that at all. End off right here, and we are just going to mold that and squeeze it right together. Mold these together. Okay, so there is the eyelid. Looks really cool. And once we paint it and everything, I mean, you want texture to it, but once we paint it and everything, you're really gonna start to see how it looks. Okay, so I am going to knead this out and get it nice and warm, and now we're going to start to do our scales from top to bottom.